Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back. Actually, welcome to a new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me, as always, the old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
I feel odd now because this is not a gaming podcast.
Actually, no. We're going to try something new, guys. We're going to...
See, that gives us a chance when we talk about movies and TV shit.
Yes.
It gives us a chance to explain all these fucking references.
Absolutely, because it's going to be fun. How is it? You want me to say it again? Push the Whopper button! Fucking.
Oh, yes.
we're putting them in there. I have them saved, just to let you know.
Roll a clip.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
On this episode, we're not going to be talking just mainly about video games, but we're going to be focusing a lot about the movies and cinema, and also TV shows. And we're just going to give it a shot. So, guys, let's get started. Oh, wait a minute. No, let's not get started. I do apologize. Before we do get started, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, and the notification button just to notify you guys when we have a new episode, which is every week. We have a new episode, and you guys are blessed to hear this.
We're hoping for Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh well, yeah, we're gonna do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but give them a week, the whole week pretty much, so they can have a notification that bell goes off all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna go off 3 times as much.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, ugh, them again, or we'll have the one goes, oh my god, them again, or we'll have those other people that be like, yeah, let's watch them, kind of like us with
For the record, the one who's gonna be saying, oh my god, yeah, and I paid him.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
I'm not going to talk to you about these things.
You have to tell me about it because I think I'm paying the same guy.
That's impossible.
Why?
Because it can't be.
It has to be because I'm paying the guy that says, "Oh my god."
No, because that's my son.
Dun dun dun. But wait a minute, he's not my son.
Calm the fuck down.
The plot thickens.
Calm the fuck down, sir. Calm the fuck down. That's my boy.
That's your boy. And as always, I love Daniel a lot. And thank you for watching, Danny. So, let's get started, dude. So, AMC is about to open up globally at the end of July. It looks like AMC is what?
They want to.
They want to, yeah. They have to.
No, well, I mean, yeah, they have to. But no, go ahead. You start.
Well, it's going to be between you and I. So, technically, let's get started, just you and I. AMC is planning. AMC Theaters is planning to reopen all theaters worldwide at the end of July after being shuttered for months due to the human malware. Willie, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, I haven't heard so much about AMC. Just a lot of big back and forth drama about, I forgot what it was, man. I just can't remember. But it was such a big drama case with, I think it was Universal and AMC. And yes. This here is kind of shocking, being that they're going to opening up at the end of July, especially with the human malware still going around. And that's if it's controlled or not, or how they're going to do this. I mean, tell me a little bit more. What do you think about this? I know we've been reading the same article.
A little background.
Yes.
First off, human malware. Everyone knows that human malware is going on. And movie theaters were hit hard by it because no one going to theaters, they're not making any money, of course. Universal got into a bit of a spat with AMC because Universal tried their big digital experiment with Trolls World Tour, made a decent amount of money just doing the digital thing. And they decided that they were going to go and proclaim, okay, digital's for us. Now, whenever we're going to release a movie, we're going to release it in theaters and release it digitally at the same time.
Okay.
Movie theaters, of course, did not like that. Primarily AMC, who basically said, oh, well, if that's the case, then we won't be showing you Universal movies anymore.
That's horrible.
Well,
that is horrible, dude.
Wherever that's going to go, that's up to them. I don't think Universal's that dumb to cut off a movie theater chain that has about 8,000 screens worldwide.
I mean, they can't be that
But
stupid either. I mean, they can't.
AMC has its own problems because of this human malware. They've been hurting.
Financially.
Funnily enough, they reported a pretty strong January and February.
January and February?
So
yeah.
they started off the year strong.
They did.
But, then the curse of Montezuma or whatever the hell happened to us that's making 2020 so wonderful to live in,
Of course.
has hit them, and they were in enough financial trouble to kind of want a bailout from the government. Well, they're in a rush to get back up and running now, with most states open in some form, pretty much all of them. AMC's basically saying, okay, maybe now's a good time to announce that we're going to be back soon. July is an interesting time because it coincides with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is committed to releasing the Christopher Nolan movie Tenet in theaters.
Okay.
This is a high-profile movie. Christopher Nolan is a very, very well-known and very good director.
Very, very well.
The Dark Knight and Inception, so on and so forth.
It's amazing. Amazing
And
flicks.
he doesn't want to have his movie released digitally. He wants it to have a proper theatrical opening. They've pretty much said July 17 is the day that is going to release.
Okay.
Disney's also hoping that end of July is good because they have Mulan floating around. They want to release that one July 24th. So AMC wanting to get back into it and have theaters open again makes sense.
It does.
As to your question about how they're going to handle the human malware, they haven't said.
I personally think if they're going to be handling the human malware, of course, there's going to be limited seating. I mean, they're going to probably put like one tape with scotch tape and one tape open. Like, they're going to probably do something like that. But then, how are you going to take care of the family? Like, if you're going to be like with your kids or something like this, especially like, let's say, for instance, Mulan. Even though Mulan, it's going to be a live action movie, but yeah, you're going to take your daughter, son, whatever with you. You're not going to be having them sit one chair across from you separate from another chair. I mean, it's just weird. The only thing I could think about that they're going to do is like what they're doing in the barbershops, like my good friends like Goodfellas and Miami Lakes, that before you go in, they check your temperature, you get some hand sanitizer, and if you meet the requirements, you could go right in. But then, again, it goes back to that same question again. How many kids are going to stay in that theater with the masks on, Or even grown-ups. I mean, some grown-ups are kind of, I'm not gonna put all this hate on the kids as well, because there's some grown-ups out there that they act a little immature as well, and they're like, oh, you know what? This is a theater. It's all dark. I could take this thing off. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. It happens. I'll probably say from experience, but personally, I think that they might do that.
You're gonna have adults that are gonna sit there and say, nah, I'm not gonna put on a mask. I don't need to put on a mask. This is America.
Yeah.
I thought this was America.
Yeah. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have that one guy.
But as far as how AMC is gonna handle it, I don't know that just closing off a seat is gonna do it. You and I know very well. We've gone to the theaters in certain locales where people will just rip off the scotch tape and sit wherever the hell they want.
Oh yeah, for the private screenings, yes, we've dealt with those.
Not just for the private screenings, just in general. People are going to be sitting there and saying, no, I want to sit here.
Yeah.
I'm paying my money. I get to sit here.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Unless they're going to do like Cinebistro and all that, where they pretty much, you have to buy your seat.
Reserved seating might be an option. Limiting parties might be an option too. Though, I mean, I haven't had very many opportunities to go in groups of 10 or more, so I don't think that'll be a huge problem. But I mean, they could just set a hard limit just to basically, so people will know, listen, these are the limitations. And yeah, the temperature checks and hand sanitizer and all that, that's a given. Most businesses that are open now are doing things like that.
Yeah. And with that being said, I want to see what our audience would think about that. Like, guys, being that this is going to happen, this is not even it might happen. No, this is a for sure thing. This is going to happen already end of July. What are your thoughts? Are you guys ready to go out to the theaters with a bunch of crowds and see how that's going to work out? Are you guys scared? Are you guys happy? Comment down below. We want to know what you guys think about this experiment that they're going to be doing. I mean, it's going to benefit AMC as well because, they need the money. But then I'm wondering about our mental health, being stuck at home, doing everything digital. I don't really mind it, but there's some times that you really want to do a cinematic adventure and go out and, smell the popcorn, look at the previews, be there with your loved ones, significant other, whichever the case is. But please comment down below. We would love to hear what are your thoughts about this. Now,
I love how you said cinematic adventure, like if they're gonna play Jumanji.
Oh, well, we are living in Jumanji right now. We're in level 7. Right now, I'm waiting for level 8. That's where the pelican with the machine gun comes out. So
no, I just need to know when the hunter that shoots the tranquilizer darts comes out.
Oh, that's level 9. You have to wait for him. That's the boss level.
Jesus. Someone hurry up. Make a cheat code.
Actually, you know what? Don't make the cheat code yet.
I'll make the cheat code.
No, don't make the cheat code. Because I want to see the Mandalorian Season 2 before that. After the whole Mandalorian, I want to do it.
Talk about a cheat code to make the game easier.
Oh.
You can still watch Mandalorian.
You know what? I do apologize. And if you're going to make a cheat code for that, then fine. Do it that way. I thought you were trying to make a cheat code to make the boss come to us. I'm like, no, Jose. No, you don't open the loot boxes in the cow level. What?
First of all, I'm not Jose.
Good.
And second of all, you were more worried about the Mandalorian.
Of course, because I want to see it.
I don't.
Why?
I don't care for it.
Ugh.
I'm fully checked out. I'll let you handle this one because I fully checked out from anything having to do with Star Wars.
But it's not that bad. I mean, come on, man. Look, Season 2 of The Mandalorian won't be joining the ever-growing list of the guys for the human malware that they're not going to be recording or nothing like that. But this October, Jon Favreau pretty much said that he's promising an update about the status of the Disney Plus Star Wars series. The Mandalorian is going to be giving a release date for October 2020. And pretty much Favreau is already saying that it's going down. Actually, no. I'm take that back. It's not a release. It's filming for... Excuse me, guys. I'm a little out.
Can you say the man's name properly? Favreau.
Favreau?
Favreau.
I call him Farva because he's going to get that name.
What is he? Brett Favre?
Yeah, he's Brett Favre.
Brett Favre. Didn't you watch There's Something About Mary?
No. Well, yeah, I did. But I didn't get his name like that.
I was about to say, yeah, they said it.
I didn't pay attention.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
You probably checked out when you saw the hairstyle.
Oh, I checked out. No, I checked out in the beginning, the whole pork and beans. I checked out a long time ago. I was gone. That is still a question that we need to answer because I don't know how the hell
I don't want that. No, I don't want that answer.
I need those answers.
I don't want that answer.
Willie, we need those answers. John even talked about
the Mandalorian.
Well, so far they're going to start recording or filming back. They're going to start filming in October 2020. And John is pretty much saying, he doesn't give a damn about this human malware because reasons. And I think that's pretty brave of him. Thank God. But like they say in the film, the show must go on. And if but they're going to be in a controlled environment. They're going to make sure that every star, every character, every person is going to be checked. So I think it's a safe thing. They're going to be doing that. Plus, it's a controlled environment, like I just said in the beginning. It's not going to be like the Black Widow that they have to travel around the world in certain areas. That's a little scarier because you don't know what's waiting for you at the other end of that freaking airport that you're going to be hanging off of now or anything like that. So that's a little more scary than anything. But at least for John's sake, yeah, bring on the Mandalorian 2. I'm actually waiting for it. And convince Willie, guys. Come on. Uncle Willie has not even... Yes, convince you. You have to see it. It's a really good show. It's not that bad.
I don't care. The only thing I got about it is a little rodent that likes drinking soup and a bunch of guys with tin hats saying, "This is the way." That's all I got from it.
Are you describing the Wizard of Oz?
Okay, prove to me it's different.
What, from the Wizard of Oz?
Prove to me the Mandalorian is different from the Wizard of Oz.
Nobody melts.
The main guy is the Tin Man, I guess.
Well, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. But he dies. Spoiler.
But spoiler alert.
Pew 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 pew. Oh no! Please come on with the human malware. I think everybody had more than enough months to watch that show, so it's not a spoiler.
No,
What do you mean?
One thing I have learned after Final Fantasy VII Remake.
What?
Never assume that everybody has seen it.
Bah humbug. I think they've seen it. I mean, that was like everyone's talk. Baby Yoda.
I know everybody's seen that overgrown friggin' rat. That's for sure. No,
yeah.
I don't care for him.
All right. Then how about this, Willie? Because for viewers' sakes, what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about HBO Max.
Okay, please go ahead.
Because HBO Max is an interesting little creature so far. So HBO Max was the grand and glorious rebranding of HBO Now with more Warner Brothers stuff, because Warner Brothers wanted to get into the streaming game full time too. And so HBO Max was their biggest, their big push into hardcore streaming. Okay, Quibi, which was a mobile platform, a mobile-only streaming service, got more initial subscriptions than HBO Max.
How so? What do you mean?
That's like saying that the Sega 32X is more popular than the Super Nintendo.
Bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, but that actually happened. And HBO Max is not out of the woods yet. Okay, they have Friends. A lot of people like Friends.
Yeah.
Is that a reason to buy HBO Max?
No.
I don't know. Or subscribe to it.
No. I don't. No.
The big hype now has been towards the Snyder Cut. By the way, people, the Snyder Cut does not exist. It hasn't been made yet.
Oh no.
Remember that Snyder's Justice League was never finished.
At all.
They're going to finish it now to try to convince people in 2021 to maybe give HBO Max a chance.
Yeah, but not to give the movie a chance, because that's already long gone.
But speaking about DC, HBO Max is in a pretty weird situation right now regarding DC.
How come?
Because right now, a bunch of the movies that are there won't be on the service pretty soon. And I'm talking about as early as July 1st.
Wait. You mean what? Like all the DC flicks?
Not all of them.
Okay.
But, all right. I don't think anyone's going to start crying because Catwoman and Jonah Hex aren't on there. But the Tim Burton and Joel Schumacher Batman movies aren't going to be there.
Oh my God. What? Why, dude? That was actually the best.
The Lego Batman movie, which is even better, is not going to be on there.
That was awesome. Hands down. That was
and even good. Wonder Woman and Justice League won't be on there.
So where they're going to go?
Well, there are some distribution deals and licensing contracts.
Okay.
They're going to mandate them to be moved out temporarily. They will eventually come back, and they will add other DC things on there.
Okay.
But those are, however you feel about Batman v Superman, that's a big movie.
It is.
And it has its fans. Seeing something like that leave a platform that's supposed to be the signature thing for Warner Brothers, that's pretty messed up.
Just to share a fun fact, for Batman vs Superman, I actually have a little soft spot for it. Is that bad?
No, I don't like it. I saw the extended cut, the ultimate cut. It makes a little more sense.
It does. That's what.
Okay,
fine. Then there we go. Because that's where I got the soft spot. Because you and I, we went to see the same movie. We went together. Almost killed Pedro. And
wrong movie.
Oh, well, doesn't matter.
That was Justice League.
Either way, Pedro will die. Either way, we saw the same movie, and we didn't like the that cut that it give. Now the extended cut actually made more sense to the movie, which I was like, oh, okay, now I kind of get it. Still kind of a messed up movie, but it was actually a pretty good one to watch after that. So I do give him that much. It was better.
There is no denying that it was better. It explained a lot more. It was more cohesive.
Okay.
I still didn't like it. That's a personal choice. I'm not saying anything other than the fact that it wasn't my thing. But the fact that it's not going to be on Warner Bros.' signature subscription service is pretty weird. And that's not all as far as HBO Max. I know you heard about the next one that I'm going to talk about.
No, I don't. Go ahead.
They're temporarily pulling Gone with the Wind.
Oh, wait a minute. That? Why? Why did they take out that old classic for it, dude?
I mean, okay. First off, let's just say it. Black Lives Matter.
Of course.
But the theme and the theme of the movie, like where it's set, and you know how they treat people there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's a pretty antiquated way of seeing things.
All right.
And I see how it would make some people uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, to see something like that.
I agree. I mean, there were some moments in that movie that, yeah, it's kind of cringeworthy, but then, like, cringeworthy for
cringeworthy.
now. But for now, what's going on now? Back then, you kind of look at it and be like, man, that's horrible. Because you felt sympathy for the actor. You're like, man, this is like, it was such good acting that you're like, wow, you actually felt something for that character. But
I
then,
don't know that it was exactly great acting.
But it was good though. It wasn't bad.
We had a similar discussion a while back.
Okay.
With regards to Blazing Saddles.
Yes. Oh, great movie.
That's another movie that, well, I mean, that one is it's kind of colored under a different lens because it's a comedy and it's made by a person who was obviously having fun with the material.
Absolutely.
But it still touches on some really sensitive shit.
Well, yeah, it does. It hits a lot of racial slurs in that movie.
No, it hits all of them.
It hits the
big one.
There's no way of missing it. Let's put it that way.
People talk about Quentin Tarantino movies and how much he likes to use the N-word.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Mel Gibson ends it up.
Brooks.
That's what I said, didn't it?
No, you said Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Well, he probably does it too, but he is racist.
Oh, but he's a different type of racist. But let's focus on this one.
He's an actual racist. As a matter of fact, Mel Brooks is probably not liked by Mel Gibson.
Yeah, literally.
Put it there.
He's like,
but
I ain't gonna mess with this guy.
I also remember having a conversation when we were talking about one of my favorite comedies of all time, Kentucky Fried Movie.
Okay, Kentucky Fried Movie.
Yes, that's a movie that wouldn't work today either, because it's incredibly sexist.
Very.
Yeah, the jokes were done in good fun, and they were funny back then. They were a little risque, but it was not risque the way you would see it now. It's insanely sexist. And yeah, I watch it now and I love the movie, but sometimes I see the stuff that pops up and I cringe some.
But could it be that, we have a different mindset for movies like this, that we kind of understand it versus what's going on now? I mean, I'm not gonna freaking try to sit here and be like, guys, just watch the movie because this is a different type. This is a different era right now in life that we're going through, and movies like that back then compared to now and what's going on now, yeah, you're gonna be kind of like, I don't want to watch it. It makes you feel uncomfortable, which is true. It will.
It does.
It does.
It does. Now you have to see. I'm not an expert at these things. My expertise is in computers, but you gotta figure. Okay, times and sensibilities change, and the things that people will find acceptable change with them. I will always use the example that I give everybody of the first time I showed my daughter a Droopy cartoon.
Oh my God.
Droopy was one of my favorite cartoon characters growing up, and I used to laugh uproariously with the stuff that I saw in Droopy. And that cartoon had some really racist moments.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's hard to see it now without like feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I love Droopy.
Yeah, you can't feel uncomfortable while you're still laughing at it because you're like, oh my God, did he just say what I think he just said?
I can't believe he just said that.
Yeah, I
Listen,
remember.
as much as I love Tom and Jerry,
Oh, yes.
and as much as I got upset when Turner Broadcasting bought it and started censoring it,
That was
Listen,
years back.
there's a reason why they felt a need to censor off Mammy Two Shoes. For just the name Mammy Two Shoes is cringy.
Very.
I
Very.
loved the character. I thought she was badass. But let's be honest, it's racist.
It is. It was a time
So-
of error where it was almost acceptable at that time. Now
It was.
now it's like right now since we are going through a lot of things, and I'm not trying to say that people are sensitive now, but I have to say that this is almost like a cancel culture, which you can't really see a movie and be like, okay, it's a movie without just being, wait a minute, this is a racist movie, and just kind of like point out the obvious, which it is. And it's about to be to a point where movies like this won't be able to do anything like that ever again. You're either going to have to stick to fart jokes or something else, because they're going to cancel a lot of things out soon.
First of all, fart jokes are always funny.
Well, of course.
That's why 500 years from now,
here we go. Here we go.
Who's going to win the Academy Award is going to be ass. It was foretold in the future documentary Idiocracy.
I agree.
But
And we're gonna go eat up butt fuckers.
Okay.
'Cause why not?
going into these movies with a revisionist mentality is going to cancel out a lot of movies that people consider to be classics,
I agree.
or to at least be, very entertaining movies. I'm not gonna go to bat and start fighting people over Kentucky Fried Movie, because I think other than John Landis and maybe his mom, no one else knows that movie existed.
It's true.
I enjoy it because I got to see it back in the 80s when cable was the dark arts. And, I have a soft spot for, the intention of the comedy, but even I know the comedy in there is pretty bad.
Yeah.
You can make an excuse for Blazing Saddles because it's more satire and commentary.
Yeah.
Because it's saying something about that mentality. It's not just throwing the N-word out there. It's doing something with how people see the N-word, and how people just see that whole mentality.
I agree.
So, Mel Brooks, because he is an OG, and he is a master of that kind of in your face, I'm gonna make you laugh about this really sensitive thing kind of comedy.
Yeah.
He could do stuff like that. Nobody
Absolutely.
else can.
Yeah, nobody can. He's the only guy where he even made fun of Hitler on Ice.
Oh my God. Springtime
For Hitler in Germany. Yes.
That is awesome. The producers. That's
God.
a great, the original one.
Oh my God, yes.
Starring Gene Wilder. Not the new one with Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane. Although they were really good in Broadway, the movie's not as good.
No, I agree. But yeah, but only like I can't only say only him, but he made those movies amazing that you would just sit there and laugh at it, even though they're saying the word and doing all that, but they didn't mean it in that way.
And you know what? And now that I think about it, Blazing Saddles still has some cringeworthy moments. Remember the end?
Oh my God, yeah.
Dom DeLuise and the musical number?
Yes. Stick on your hand. Da-da-da-tush.
Oh, that is pretty. You laugh, and it is funny, but you have to admit that's pretty cringy.
It is, because you're like, what in the world what's going on here? What did we just walk into? And then the cowboys and Indians just fight right through all that with a pie sequence.
And
Oh
saying
my
the
God.
word, and by the way, saying the word Indian, even though there weren't any Native Americans there.
None.
Well, the only Native American that showed up in the entire movie was Mel Brooks. in red face, and we laughed about it.
Yeah.
Think about that.
And it was a comedy where everyone understood that Mel Brooks is gonna make something hilarious, and you're just gonna sit there and watch it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it, but you're gonna be like, you're gonna remember it, other things.
They go back to sensibilities of the time, but think about it. Mel Brooks in red face and people let it slide.
Yeah, they let that thing ride. They're like, you know what? Let's not even touch that subject. Let's keep going. And it's
Well,
amazing. But yeah, go ahead, man. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
we're talking about things that you can't do anymore in movies.
Mhm.
There's one other movie that I want to talk about, and it brings up a segment that we've been thinking about doing, and we're gonna do that now.
Mhm.
It's called "Have You Seen?"
Hmm.
Please introduce "Have You Seen?"
All right. Have you seen is pretty much where we're going to be talking about movies that you need to see, or if you have seen it before. And the majority of these movies that we're going to be talking about is just abnormal movies, even great ones. But most of it is going to be movies that you have not even heard of. And this is pretty much the segment where we're going to be now talking about a specific movie that even I come to find out about it, and I thought it was amazingly weird. And the one movie that we're going to be talking about today is Cannibal Holocaust. That was made in 1980. Willie, since you have more of a documentary, more of a thought, more information about this movie, can you please share with us?
Okay, first, the reason why this all came up was because back in April they announced it. I didn't hear about it until a few weeks ago, and I shared it even here on the podcast, that there's going to be a video game sequel to the movie Cannibal Holocaust. A movie that was so controversial, it was one of the reasons why the UK adopted a list called the Video Nasties, a list of movies so offensive that they should not be seen under any circumstances. Cannibal Holocaust is a movie that when it came out was so bad, the director and producer of the movie went before the court having to prove that they didn't actually kill the cast. Sounds good, right?
It's I mean, the words cannot describe this movie itself. Like, literally, have you seen it? This is what we're talking about.
Yes.
I mean, again, I'm just going to say this right now, Willie. This is not for the faint of heart, and it's not meant for children. So please.
This is not for people with a heart.
Definitely. If you're one of those dark souls out there that don't care about don't care about people and all, like dying and stuff like that, this movie is meant for you, because I could watch any movie and I'll be okay with it. I'll be even watch freaking a zombie movie while eating a steak, and it will not bother me. I won't even flinch. This movie, in 15 minutes, made me stop and look outside the window and make sure that I'm like nothing's going on, because it made me think that something. I don't know who has the fucking mind to make a movie like this. Because,
I'll tell you.
Well, but again, let me just say it one more time. It's going to be mostly for the adults and everybody here. Please, if you're going to watch this movie, not for the faint of heart, don't let your kids watch this movie. I mean, the movie has a lot of gory scenes, a lot of nudity, and it's just intense. It's an intense movie for the 80s. But with that being said, Willie, please continue.
Okay, so the movie was directed, and I'm going to butcher this name, I'm sorry, my Italian is bad, by Ruggero Deodato.
Oh, yeah, because I could do so much better. I would have said something else. I'll call him Rug, like I did in the last episode.
I'm sure I just insulted the man.
No, you didn't. I insulted him. And I don't even know which episode it was. I think it was like 3 episodes back. I called him Rug because I could not pronounce his whole full name. So trust me, he hates me more than he hates you.
Well, this is a movie that he made with the intention of just basically shocking people. One that he regrets now for reasons I'll get to in a bit. The premise of the movie is a film crew is sent out to the Amazon to film a cannibal tribe. They disappear, and another film crew is sent out to find out what happened to them. They end up finding out what happened to them and found, some film belonging to the original crew, and they take it back to New York to screen it to see what was on there. What is on there is the stuff of legend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the I go back to what I said before. When the movie came out, Deodato was dragged into court and forced to show proof that he didn't kill his cast in the movie, because this was like the beginning of the whole found footage style of movies.
Like the Blair Witch
Because
Project.
sort of like that, because the beginning of the movie up to like the middle until when they get back to New York to screen the film, it plays like a regular movie. Then it's played out like the film, like you're seeing it from the eyes of the film crew. How the cameraman is filming everything that's going on. How they interact with the tribe and things like that. Just to say they're assholes to them in the movie, and that's why the finale ends up the way it is. But the actors and actresses in the movie had to sign basically an NDA saying that they would stay out of public view for a year, because Deodato wanted this to be like real gritty and realistic, and they wanted people to think that they weren't actors, they were actually a documentary crew that ended up getting, let's say it, eaten by the cannibals. Well, it was so believable that he had to tell the actors and actresses, listen, fuck the NDA, come to court, I'm going to jail. He had to produce these people to show the judge, hey, look, we didn't kill them. That's how gory this is. I can't stress enough just how much the word gore applies to this movie.
I agree. And I'm telling you again, I only watched 15 minutes of this freaking movie, and I had to stop because I was just like, I was in shock. I was literally in shock. Like, whoa, how did I miss this movie? Being that I was kind of well, I still am. I'm a horror fanatic. How did this one go under the radar? And I can see why.
Oh.
Because I wasn't looking for this one. I'm looking for just, practical effects and whatnot. This motherfucker did some real practical effects that really fucked me up when I saw it. See, oh my God. And
now,
these posters. Sheesh.
The gore done to the human beings was pretty bad. One of the most iconic images, well, the most iconic image for this movie is the image of the woman nude on the beach, impaled on a stake that goes from her cooch out her mouth.
Which we're not going to show you guys, so take our word for it.
Obviously not. And if y'all want to see it, y'all go and look for it. I am not going to give you any kind of way to look for this thing, because I had enough with my nightmares, because I saw this when I was younger. Yes, my family is awesome and you can't stand it. But, okay, the human gore was pretty brutal, extremely brutal, but it was practical effects. The reason why a movie like this could not be made today, and I'm very thankful for that, is because there is a lot of brutality done to animals, and that is not fake.
No, that was that was real shit.
They actually kill animals in this movie. And this is the part where Deodato has said that he regrets doing that he thought it was a good idea for the time, but he realizes now that was a terrible thing to do. Yes, it was.
Good thing Peter wasn't around, right?
Peter would have had him for breakfast. Cannibalism joke. But yeah, there's a lot of brutality done to animals as well as people. The ending, you believe that those people were killed and eaten.
Yeah, I'm swear to God, it was very believable. In those 15 minutes I saw, and is the one that they had the girl on the floor, and they were okay. They had her on the on this muddy floor, her screaming, tied, while they were shoving
on the beach.
On the beach. Sorry, on the beach, shoving a sharp rock point up her cooch several times, like if he was going at it ham, you know what I'm saying, like just going in deep, and she's just yelling for dear life. Once he was done, he cracked her on her head with the same rock until she died, I guess, or unconscious. And that's
No,
where I
dead.
stopped. Oh, she was dead? Okay. Yes.
D-E-D dead.
Yes, she was out for the count. Like, there was no way of coming back up from this one. He grabbed her.
No.
He grabbed that dead body, put it in the canoe, and left. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done for today. I'll face the human model right now.
And that's basically the midpoint of the movie.
Yes. Where
Now,
Jesus Christ, I still can't believe I saw that.
I know this is a movie podcast we're doing today, and we've been good for that. But I just want to reiterate, Cannibal is a video game that is going to be the canonical sequel to this movie, and Ruggero Deodato is going to direct the game.
Again,
He's going to direct the game.
Again, I talked about this a couple podcasts ago, and I'm still shocked that they're gonna make this happen. Being how gory that movie was, how the fuck are they gonna make this game? How? Like,
You know what?
where in the
Video
head
game-
you're gonna make this happen?
Video game violence is just right. Come on, think of Far Cry 3. You're walking through the jungle and you're gutting animals.
Okay, all right, I do see.
So it sucks to have to bring up that whole argument about video games desensitizing human beings, but it's more acceptable to play a video game where you're doing this because all that's fake. When you're doing it to real live animals, that's a bridge way too far for me. I'm a twisted motherfucker, but I don't twist that far.
Yeah. And I agree with that part as well. I mean, not the part that you can't twist, but just the fact of the movie.
No, I can't. Listen, I'm almost 50 years old. I went through some really bad car crashes. My hinges don't bend that way no more.
Well, they can make you bionic again.
They're not going to spend $6 million on me.
Come on. Okay, how about 350?
They won't even spend $350 on me.
Come on, man. Okay, how about a chicken wing and a bag of nickels?
I'll have to basically buy that for $1.
Well,
if I'm lucky, they'll do it for $2 and a biscuit.
I'll take the biscuit. You can keep the two.
Is it a Popeye's biscuit?
Of course.
I prefer the KFC one.
Why? That was like really good. I mean, you better have a drink though, because you need a drink to have a Popeye's biscuit.
Okay, wait, no. By drink, I'm hoping you mean vodka.
Both, yes.
It's been a while.
Well, it's been a hot minute.
Been a
yes. While. It's been a while.
It's been a while. All right. I've been good.
You've been really good, actually. And I talked about this last year, actually, that we had some difficulties about with your conditions and stuff like that. I never said explicitly why.
I had my own human malware. Let's just put it that way.
Correct. And to be honest, every day is a very thankful day that Willy's around, because we need him. He's family, and we always need, a great man like Willy around, especially here on this podcast, guys.
You're just saying that because you need IT to work.
I am IT.
But I'm more IT. I'm ITer than you.
Well, you're IT with an exclamation point. I'm just IT, lowercase everything. I'm just it.
No, I'm IT with an exclamation point, a horn intro, and drums. And I'm talking about Nick Cannon drumline drums.
Jesus Christ, really? Are they gonna drop the stick right in front of you too when you're done? IT in the house. Just drop it right there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know what?
When I'm done, your computer might not work, but you'll be dancing.
What? You have no idea.
I think we're done.
I think we're done. You know what? Yeah, after everything we just talked about today, I think we're done. And guys, I want to thank you so much for joining us on this brand new episode. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. And if you like this, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe again, and ring that notification bell. But please, most of all, comment down below. Let us know what you guys want to talk about. Maybe a movie or a TV show that it's near and dear to your heart, or maybe something controversial about a show you want to speak about. Anything, just comment down below. And with that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great one. Peace!
watch Cannibal Holocaust or don't.
I say don't, but watch it. I mean, I don't care. Just do it.